Ooh, that's good.
One of the most underrated beers, I think, in the Midwest, breweries, Buckle Down. Every time we go to festivals, I look for their table.
Yeah, is that right?
Their setup. I've never had Future Proof.
No, this is great. Space Ray Gun IPA, that's a cool name.
Mosaic, Amarillo, and Calypso hops, 6%. This is down in St. Lyons, Illinois. Yeah, I think I heard about them and had their beers at Beer Under Glass, our favorite festival to drink beer. It's basically in like a biodome. I've had them at Fobab. Everything they've done, I've been a fan of. I would love if for some reason I'm anywhere near St. Lyons, I'm going to Buckle Down.
Yeah, Buckle Down's dope, man. And I love that they put Calypso hops in here from Game of Thrones.
That was really nice of them. You know, deep cut.
Yup.
I want to bend my knee to this beer.
That's right. And then today we're eating the original Tombstone Pizza classic sausage made with pork, chicken, and beef.
I like how the sausage is 3 different meats.
Yeah, pork. I didn't expect the chicken. The pork I get, the beef I get. I didn't expect the chicken.
Whenever you go and look at like hot dogs at the grocery store, some of like the more mass-produced brands, they have all 3 meats.
Oh boy.
It's just the worst part of all 3 injected into a tube. And I love them. I've never had a hot dog and been like, oh, it's gross. I'm always like, I hate that I like that. But you know, whatever. We haven't done Tombstone in like 2 years. The last time we did it in Corey's living room, you know, it was very Tombstone-y. It's just $4, you eat it, and then it's done being eaten.
Okay.
That's all that needs to be said. So I'm excited about this today. I like these little cheap pizzas to see if they're any good.
I like how some of these pizzas have an aggressive amount of sausage, and then some have almost none. That's fun.
Also, this is supposed to be in the oven for like 16 to 18 minutes. It never looked done. It was in there for like 25 minutes. And look at it, still like no burniness, and it looks like it was in there for half the time.
Cheap pizzas will be that way sometimes, I feel like.
Everybody who's gonna comment about the pizza stone and the air fryer, you have to understand, most people are gonna buy this and do the instructions on the pizza. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't done, so I kept it in. So we can of course adjust for that, but everything we do is how most of America's probably gonna do it.
Right.
We're average guys doing what the packaging says.
Average Joes.
All right, I'm hungry.
Cheers.
Tombstone, cheers. It's just like, it could have been microwaved. It's like pizza in a lunch line at
Yeah, cafeteria pizza.
It's cafeteria pizza. Not good, it's not bad.
Yep.
It fulfills, yes, this is pizza.
How much did you say this was?
Like $4.79.
Pretty good.
It's half the price of that urban pie we did 2 weeks ago, and probably half the flavor. But it's still pizza, and the worst pizza, like we've said, is still pizza.
And honestly, this isn't the worst pizza to me.
But it is very much like, if they served this at Cardinal Stretch, you would have been like, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If they served this at a football game or a basketball game, you'd be like, yeah.
I'm just so surprised that I don't hate it more. Like I really, if I'm being like genuine about it, I eat this, I'm like, this really isn't bad for $4, for $5.
Yeah.
This is actually like, honestly, kind of a steal of a deal. I've had way worse for way more money, I think.
You're right, you're right.
That is interesting.
They've been doing this since 1962.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Imagine being like one of the meccas, right? Tombstone, Red Baron, DiGiorno. We were like at Mariano's, and there's all the like big boxed, more expensive frozen pizzas. And then there's a couple refrigerators that are all just the cardboard circle with plastic over it. And that's what Tombstone is. Sixer sauce.
This, we talked about this in a recent video, like eating drunk pizza, having this like pizza on hand.
Yeah.
This to me would be like the perfect.
It's perfect. It's only 350 calories for 2 slices, and also it takes up way less real estate in your freezer. Those boxes, dude, I have one of those pull-out freezers, and I can barely fit a damn pizza in there with a box. I can fit 3 of these in the freezer.
And they don't taste bad.
No.
And they don't taste great, but like we talked about in that other video, like, you know, when you're hammered, you're not really gonna sit there and, I don't know, kind of like enjoy the nuances of a really delicious pizza.
No.
You just want something that tastes good enough to make you happy when you're drunk.
I agree.
And to get you through like, make sure you can like sober up a little bit, soak up some of the booze. And this is like, for the price, dude, this is kind of perfect. That I'm really blown away at how much I don't hate this.
I know.
I thought I was gonna hate this.
If we were roommates and we went on halves on this, we're like, hey man, you wanna throw $2 in and we'll get this frozen pizza for Friday night because we're probably gonna come home at 4 a.m. and I don't wanna order pizza at 4 a.m. because I might fall asleep before it shows up. You always gotta have a spotter though if you start the oven at 4 in the morning. Gotta make sure, have a buddy system, call someone, make somebody FaceTime you. You don't wanna be falling asleep with the pizza in the oven. Not a good move. And I never eat pizza without hot sauce. In general.
Right.
The only reason I even ate the first part of this without hot sauce is because I want to try it with that for you guys. Yeah, you don't all have Sixer sauce. Dude. It also gives it like a moistness.
Yeah, because it is a little dried out, right? Like they don't use much sauce, which I kind of like, but it is nice to have some moistness in there to like, you gotta have a little moistness, right?
I agree. And if you're somebody that's afraid of hot sauce, our hot sauce is for like a beginner into hot sauce.
Yeah, it's not a huge kick.
We've had hotheads say like, oh, I can't really taste a lot of the hot sauce. It's because it's an everyday hot sauce. We could have smoked you out with habaneros and ghost peppers,
right?
But what's the fun in that? That's easy to do.
I don't even like that.
It's easy to do that. It's easy to just pour in peppers. It's harder to make a perfectly balanced sauce, and we don't take shortcuts.
Can I ask you a question about your home? Do you usually just, well, let me just go ahead and get it.
I'm so scared.
Do you usually just peel half of an orange and then put it down? And he peeled this, and then he stopped peeling it, and then he ate none of it.
It's for cocktails. When you make a drink that needs a little orange spritz, you use the peeler like a bartender, and then you spray the aura, the ambiance of the orange into the drink.
Yeah, it looks really weird to see.
It looks very weird. If you ever
that makes sense once you said it.
You go to a cocktail bar, you'll see that. If you go to somebody's home, you
I won't go
don't.
to a cocktail bar. I will.
It's $19 for every drink.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, that was, I'll be honest, man, that was really good for what it was.
That was good.
This beer, I'm a big fan of Buckle Down, Great Friday.
It's great.
Find a friend, make a pizza, drink
a beer.
Drink beer, dude, it just literally sets up the weekend for everything. Like, now the sky's the limit. We can do anything. We've done this already, we're good. Before we thumbs up or thumbs down this pizza, let's go ahead and do a Patreon shout out.
Patreon shout out, Patreon shout out, Patreon shout out. Woohoo, we got a Patreon. If you don't know what that is, it's a great way to support our channel. That's how we get the money to be able to pay for these foods, honestly. And also, it's a cool way to get behind the scenes stuff. It's a cool way to get free merch. It's a cool way to get a lot of different things that we set up our tiers to provide cool things for our audience.
Yeah.
And so one of those things is obviously giving shout outs to people. We love giving shout outs to our audience members who support us. And so that's what we're gonna do today.
Patreon shout out number 1 goes to Mr. Garrett Lenox. $25. And Corey Wagner, when you spend $25 in the Number 6 with Cheese Patreon store, you get a free shirt.
You better believe it.
And you're also getting early content, which is awesome. So you're getting the kind of that 2-banger. So Garrett, great name, great person, thank you.
And Patreon shout out number 2 goes to Mr. Slippy Jones. One of the best, huge supporter of the show. He recently upped his Patreon amount. He was already supporting the channel, and he upped it to 30. And the reason he did that is he really wanted us to eat at a specific location. That video's already come out. If you haven't seen it, check it out. We went to Sonic because Slippy loves the breakfast burritos there. So he said, hey, I want you guys to go and slam a Sonic breakfast burrito, and anybody who donates $30 or more, they can tell us. I don't care what it is, as long as it's within a reasonable area of where we live, we'll go get it. You could tell us to go, hey, I want to see you to eat a 10 nugget piece with barbecue sauce from McDonald's. You give us 30 bucks, we're gonna do an episode dedicated to you where we eat the thing that you want.
Yeah.
So I think that's that's honestly one of my favorite ones and one of the more fun ones, because there's things like the breakfast burrito at Sonic.
We wouldn't have never gotten
We wouldn't have gotten it. It's just not, it's not a new item. We
and
tried
it was good.
It was really good. It's fun for us to experience new things and experience your favorites.
Yeah.
So thank you to Slippy, and anybody who's interested in that, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/number6 with cheese.
Thanks, guys. All right, it's inevitable. Food review show, you gotta rate it. On Fridays, it's a simple thumbs up or thumbs down. Mr. Eric McCluskey on the pans. Thank you, sir. Thumbs up or thumbs down on whether or not you like, you overall enjoy. You might even get the Tombstone Classic Sausage. Oh,
that was great. I mean, it's not the best pizza we've ever had, obviously.
You gotta incorporate price.
Gotta incorporate price, and bang for your buck. I was really impressed at how not trash that was.
Yeah.
For being $4 or $5. That's such a good price for these frozen pizzas.
And you know, when you're done cooking it and the leftover is just this, that's silly. You know, the fact that you can compete with the boxes, they really went for the big swing there and went full on flavor, which is tough to say when you're only, you know, charging $4 or $5.
Yeah.
And they delivered. It was buttery, it was crispy,
hey,
it was zesty. It's Tombstone. Guys, sincerely, thank you so much for watching the show. We love making this show 5 days a week. It's something that's so fun to have kind of like a blank slate every day to make something for you guys to watch. It's just like 7 to 10 minutes a day. A lot of you have been doing this with us for years, and it means the world. We're gonna keep it going in 2020. And my catchphrase, I'm gonna keep saying it because I'm a cornball. Sure, I'll have a buckle down brewing drink.
It was a good beer.
Love you. Yeah, that was a very good beer.